Welcome. This is Pavan Gupta, a technical marketing engineer working for Cisco. In this video, we'll talk about agentless posture functionality provided by Cisco Identity Services Engine. By going through this video, you'll get to know why there is a need for agentless posture, what are the supported operating systems, what are the prerequisites required on the endpoint side for agentless posture flow successness. We'll also go through the configuration required on ISE by talking about the overview of a flow, enhanced reports and differentiated access in case of an agentless posture failure. Finally, we will discuss about the troubleshooting tools available. Let's get started with the posture overview. Cisco Identity Services Engine works on Zero Trust principle. Especially posture functionality gives rich context of an endpoint like applications, processes running on endpoint and quickly grabbing the hardware resources running on the endpoint by assessing the corporate policy for the compliance and thereby giving the differentiated privileges to the endpoint based on its compliance. Let's see why agentless posture is needed. Agentless posture is introduced by keeping market demand in mind. How does an administrator quickly assess the compliance of a corporate policies without installing agent on endpoint and get rich contextual information about the endpoint, give differentiated access to the endpoint? Agentless posture is simple to roll out and quickly assess the compliance of an endpoint. Agentless posture works almost equivalent to agent with the small changes which we're going to talk about in a moment without installing any agent on the endpoint. Agentless posture service offered by Cisco Identity Services Engine supports Mac and Windows operating system at this point of a time. There are prerequisites which should be met in order to roll out agentless posture over the network successfully. These are the prerequisites required to be met for successful agentless posture rollout in your deployment. Please make a note of them. Let's talk about the configuration required on the ISE. As a matter of fact, we will have to configure the network access device by providing an IP address and shared secret or key wraps, whatever the mechanism that is applicable for you, in order to honor the radius request coming from the network access devices. By default, there is an agentless plugin available in Cisco Identity Services Engine. We'll have to map this agentless plugin for the Windows and Mac operating system to provision to the endpoint. For the endpoints connecting to the network initially, you might be providing VLANs, ACLs and DACLs as part of your segmentation. Along with these ACLs and DACLs, we were supposed to enable the agentless posture flag, which is newly introduced in Cisco Identity Services Engine under authorization profile. By this flag, whatever the endpoints which are matching with this authorization profile will go through the agentless posture flow. There is no URL required because there is no user interaction required for the agentless posture service. We'll have to configure authorization policies. The endpoints connecting to the network over wired or wireless medium over .1x method will have to be associated to the authorization profile that was created earlier along with agentless posture flag enabled. And we will configure one more authorization policy for giving the compliant access to the compliant devices. We'll have to configure the credentials. You could make use of Windows domain credentials or Windows local credentials for the connection to the Windows operating systems. If your Windows operating systems are being managed through the Active Directory, we were supposed to provide the domain credentials which has the local administrative privileges. In case of a Windows local credentials, we will have to ensure the credentials submitted here are common across all your Windows endpoints. The same is applicable for Mac operating system also. The Mac local user credentials are supposed to be same across all the Mac operating system coming onto your network. Let's take a look at the agentless posture flow. When the endpoint is connected to the network and matches with the authorization profile which has agentless posture flag enabled, ISE connects to the endpoint securely and postures the device without installing agent on the endpoint. Once the agentless posture is successful, we will give differentiated access based on the compliance of an endpoint. We'll see what is the flow and reports are available when the endpoint is going through this agentless posture flow. When the endpoint is connected to the network, in my case, the endpoint is connected to the .1x, a wired .1x method. It is associated to posture agentless authorization profile, which has agentless posture flag enabled. ISC issues the COA in order to give the compliant access to the endpoint. We have introduced a new report called Agentless Posture, with which you will come to know whether agentless posture functionality was successful or failed. We have also enhanced the posture compliant report by introducing a new agent type called Agentless plugin. The context visibility compliance dashboard gives you compliance of an endpoint which are going through the posture or MDM services. The same dashboard gives you the ability to look at the posture of an endpoint, compliance of an endpoint which are going through the agent or agentless or MDM flows. Agentless posture flow might not be successful if the prerequisites mentioned earlier are not met. Cisco Identity Services Engine provides solutions to this problem when agentless posture is failing on the endpoint. By using the failure condition, we can give differentiated access like giving restricted access or a flow such as provisioning a temporal agent to the endpoints. We'll have to configure client provisioning policies and authorization policies for provisioning temporal agent to the endpoints based on the failure condition. We will talk about the troubleshooting. When the agentless posture service is failing on the endpoint, you have two options for the troubleshooting purposes. The first option is talking about the run agentless posture flow. The second option is about only download client logs. By choosing the first option and by providing the MAC address, ISC runs a simulated agentless posture flow on the endpoint and lets you to download the logs in a zip file for the troubleshooting purposes. By choosing the second option and by providing the MAC address will allow you to download the client interactions, the interactions happen between the ISC and the endpoint for the troubleshooting purposes. That's it. I hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching.